Frankfurt Book Fair. Interview of the day.
Mrs. Atwood, are you enjoying being at the book fair here in Frankfurt?
I always enjoyed the book fair, and I enjoy it much more since the first time I came because it's much renovated. And first time I came, you had to sit in a little room behind the publisher, and this is much nicer.
What did you enjoy in particular? Could you find the time to see something?
Yes, see something and see someone. I see a lot of old friends every time I come. So not only my old friends from Germany, but friends from other countries as well.
Do you think it was a good idea to appoint China this year as the guest of honor?
Yes, I think it was a very good idea because you cannot have conversations with people unless they're part of your group. So I think bringing them in and connecting with them is actually a very good idea.
Okay, Ms. Atwood, the year of the flood. By reading it, your book seems a little bit gloomy, maybe depressing. Do you mean to scare people rather than entertaining them, or is it a mixture of both?
People like, first of all, there's no disjunct between being scared and being entertained. If there were, nobody would go to see the Texas Chainsaw Murders. So that's not a real either or. But I think what you're asking is it a novel or is it a sermon? It's a novel.
Okay.
The cheerful part of it is it is a novel. It hasn't gotten out of the covers yet. It hasn't gotten out. So it's still just a novel, and it's not happening right now. And doesn't that cheer you up?
A little bit, yeah. So would you say it's just mere fiction, or does it reflect parts of your true expectations of the future?
Yes, there is no such thing as mere fiction. All fiction connects with our lives as human beings in some way. Even if it's fantasy, that is our fantasy life, which is actually quite important. So, does it connect with things we're actually doing now? Yes.
Okay. You're very strongly engaged in environmental subjects. Is this book intended maybe as a kind of wake-up call to people to deal more carefully with nature or something?
I think that kind of thinking is now going on quite a lot in the world. Whereas if I'd written this book 20 years ago, say, people would have thought I was this crazed eccentric. But now they understand that we have a problem. So I'm not sure that they need to be exactly woken up. But all of these kinds of books function like blueprints. You draw the blueprint to see if that's the house you want to live in. And if it isn't, you can change the plan now, before you actually build the house. So in a way, you might say it's a wake-up call, but if that's all I wanted to do, I would put it on a billboard.
Okay. Yeah, you seem very concerned with the future, but to put it positively, what do you like about life? What do you really enjoy?
About life right now? Well,
in general?
Yes, people have a hard time with me because they think, well, she writes somewhat dark books, but she seems quite cheerful all the time. I don't find this a problem. If we didn't enjoy our life, if we didn't find it interesting and fun, why would we be worried about whether or not it was all going to end? If it's all horrible, away with it. So yes, I think we should live life as fully as possible, enjoy it as much as you can. Otherwise, why try to save it?
And what is so enjoyable in your life? What is so pleasant?
I find things very interesting. I like following the plot. It's been very interesting for me to travel about on this book tour and get the gossip, not just in the small sense, but in the larger sense. Hear what people are thinking, learn what they're doing. when I go to Berlin, for instance, I understand they have a lot of green tech there. I'll be interested in seeing that, hearing about that.